Are you looking for a coral that adds motion to your reef aquarium? Maybe you're looking for a coral that's very easy to care for. Well, you're in luck, because in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that you need to know to be successful with Pulsing Xenia. This coral is incredibly popular among reef enthusiasts for its unique pulsing ability, and this is one of those corals that you either love it or you hate it, because people say that it grows like a weed and it can take over your entire reef aquarium, and some people just love the relaxing, peaceful nature of the pulsing hands opening and closing. In my experience, I had a lot of Pulsing Xenia back in my 210-gallon reef tank, and there was a whole colony that formed and just continued to grow, and they would spring up pretty much anywhere. But you do want to avoid placing the Pulsing Xenia next to other corals. You don't want them to shade or stunt the growth of neighboring corals, because if they're blocking the light from those corals, they're not getting the same amount of light, so it may affect their growth. But remember that Pulsing Xenia do grow very quickly, so plan for that when you're getting them in your tank. A lot of times I see hobbyists place corals all around their tank and not really planning any room for those corals to grow, and so there's just a bunch of corals butted up right next to each other. I'm guilty of this at times as well. I think we all do that. We get excited about putting corals in the tank, and we don't think about how they're going to grow in the future. So be sure to plan for that. So if you're a beginner reef hobbyist and you're looking for a great soft coral to have in your aquarium, the Pulsing Xenia is amazing because of, one, the way they pulse and how easy they are to take care of. One thing to be mindful of is that they grow really quickly, and if you're not too particular about how much of this coral you can have in your reef tank, then they will grow and overtake a certain area. You can try to isolate them on a small little rock. However, they will bud off, float around the tank, and start growing somewhere else as well. So just be mindful about that, and from time to time you may have to prune them out of your tank, give them to a fellow reef keeper, or take them back to your local fish store and try to get some trade-in value. There's a lot of benefits to it growing very quickly in your reef aquarium. It's a fast way to get your tank set up with coral when you're looking to start a reef tank for the first time and get your first soft corals in your tank.